見せしましょう。私の新たなる進化を。わかりやすく金色にしてみましたが、単純すぎましたかね。安っぽいネーミングですが、ゴールデンフリーザとでも言いましょうか。
Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. Today, we're going to take a look at LR Golden Frieza. I think this is one of my favorite units in the game. Maybe this is even my favorite unit in the game right now. I think the design for this character is awesome, right? A lot of characters that, well, not really so many characters are released this year that I think have bad designs. I really like what they did with this guy right here. Now, he certainly could be better, right? Because the way his damage reduction works, he starts out with 90% damage reduction when his intro plays, and then every single turn he loses 10% of that damage reduction until he gets down to 30% damage reduction. And that includes turns where Golden Frieza is not on rotation. So you are slowly losing damage reduction defense the whole way through the fight, but I think this Golden Frieza is the best unit in the game for the first 3 turns, maybe the first 3 turns. This guy's definitely the best unit in the game. Nothing can damage him. It doesn't matter what boss you're talking about. You could get Red Zone Broly, Red Zone Omega. If they were there turn 1, they couldn't do shit to this guy, right? Like, he's king. Because of that, this guy's not going to age out, like, ever. He's going to be good in Super Battle Road forever. So the 500,000 category teams this guy's on: Revived Warriors, Movie Bosses, Full Power, Transformation Boost, Wicked Bloodline, Terrifying Conqueror, Target Goku, Revenge, Inhuman Deeds, Gifted Warriors, Planetary Destruction, Master Evolution, Sworn Enemy, Battle of Fate. Any of those getting Super Battle Road stages, this guy is the first unit you pick, besides the leader when building the team, right? Like, he's just ridiculous. I like him a lot. Personally, as of right now, I like him as the 4th best unit in the game. I would probably LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and LR Gods 1 and 2. I don't care. I think the LR Goku and Gohan is 3, and then I think Golden Frieza is 4. I probably would put Captain Ginyu at 5, by the way. But I think that's probably what I'm thinking in terms of the best characters in the game right now. This guy's incredible. This guy's capable of surviving attacks from Red Zone, like super attacks from Red Zone Broly, even with all of his damage reduction like cut off. In this video, I'll put in a clip of what Golden Frieza takes when he gets supered by Red Zone Broly, right? Now, when it comes to his build, I went full dodge because that's gonna be, he's a defensive character first and foremost in my eyes, right? So I want to go full dodge. You could do full, this guy does ridiculous damage though. So like giving him crits or additionals is not like a bad thing, I don't think. But I think you really do want to give him the defensive equips, as in the equips that actually give him defense. I think those are very important. Literally the raw defensive equips is what I'm talking about right here. This one, and then this one right here, you know, for the extra 600 defense. When you pair the two of these for the extra 1100 defense, that helps this guy out a lot, right? So I think that's very important when building him. You can go full crit, full additional, full dodge. I think in some aspects similar to Physical Super Saiyan 3, I don't really think you could go wrong with any of the 3. But I think you must give him as much like raw of the defensive stats, I think, as you can to really help like make his damage reduction ability a little bit better. So there we go. You know, we'll do some turns. We'll see what types of damage and stuff like that this guy is capable of doing. Keep in mind that Golden Frieza does build up. He gets Ki and 50% defense after he does 5 super attacks, and then he gets 2 Ki and 50% attack after he gets hit 5 or more times. His link set is Prodigies, Strongest Clan in Space, Universe's Most Malevolent, Super God Combat, Resurrection F, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. Are his links right there. So alright, let's go ahead and see what damage we're capable of getting on this turn right here. We're starting out on the Resurrection F Blues team. Remember that Golden Frieza does actually work pretty well with the Resurrection F Blues because they share, okay, so like Vegeta and Frieza, for example, share Prodigies, Super God Combat, Resurrection F, and Fierce Battle. a blue Vegeta and then that Frieza would actually, like, link up fairly well together, right? A lot of people wouldn't even think of that or realize that. But using some of these golden Friezas on the team with the ROF blues is not really that big of a, like, it works. One thing I would say that is a bummer, though, I think that this LR Golden Frieza would be a better unit if he wasn't a character with an intro, but rather he was final form Frieza, right? And then he would immediately transform into gold, right? So that way we could then link him with the other Golden Friezas that are currently in-game from ROF, right? The AGL EZA one, as well as the Tech EZA one. That would make Golden Frieza way better, because we'd have, you know, a really good linking partner from getting all these links. You know, we'll run the Captain Ginyu team. We could pair Golden Frieza with Captain Ginyu. But keep in mind, that's only a 170% lead that we're going to be getting from Captain Ginyu. And it's like, we could pair LR Golden Frieza with, like, LR Full Power Frieza. But, like, remember, Golden Frieza does not have Big Bad Bosses, which is, like, the most important thing for what's his name. Like, Full Power Frieza, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and get this turn right here. After this, I'm probably going to go ahead and head over to the, like, Legendary Vegeta event or something like that. And we'll let Frieza build all this up. You know, we'll build up his damage and stuff like that. You know, have him do the 5 super attacks. Have him take the 5 hits. And then sort of see what Golden Frieza is capable of doing, right? The other thing to keep in mind, too, remember that Golden Frieza, when your HP is above 50%, he guaranteed additional supers, which is really powerful, right? Guaranteed double supering, like, is really strong. Alright, guys, so we're over here on Captain Ginyu's team. So remember, the big thing with Golden Frieza is there's 2 things we want to accomplish, right? We want to get hit 5 times, and then also super attack 5 times. So let's just sort of see what, you know, how Golden Frieza does as we build him up. Later on, once he's fully built up, I'd like to see him on a rotation. I think third form Frieza, Golden Frieza, and then LR Turles. That's a nasty turn for Frieza. 5.54 turn 1 right there. He could get even higher if we had third form Frieza on rotation with him, right? Activating a lot of those links and then the support. And then don't forget, Frieza's got the guaranteed additional. Frieza does raise his defense by 30% on his 18 key super, which is very important to get the extra defense. His 12 key super, unfortunately, does not give him extra defense, but he does lower enemy attack on that 12 key super, which obviously can be very helpful, you know, to sort of debuff enemies. Again, what makes him Frieza, Golden Frieza's literally God in Super Battle Road. Not only can he not be hurt, but then he'll also debuff the enemies as well. Very helpful. Alright, guys, let's continue on with LR Golden Frieza, sort of putting in work right here. We have a lot of support on this rotation. We just want to get the, you know, the super attacks in and, you know, the attacks received by him. And we'll be able to get a lot of extra damage and stats, right? Because remember, Frieza, I mean, he's getting key damage and defense, right? So it's like he's going to get a lot of extra stuff right here. Here is a 6 million, you know, third form Frieza started out in slot 7, so it's taking us a little time to get him over there. But next turn, we're going to see Golden Frieza do a lot more damage, I think, once a lot of this stuff is activated. Prodigies, Universe's Most Malevolent, right, are going to get a lot of additional power for Frieza right there. Okay, perfect. So we've received all the hits we need to build up his full power. So next turn, actually, yeah, we should be able to get, I think, the big attack stat on this next turn. Turles, third form Frieza, and Golden Frieza. Nice, perfect. Alright, guys, so this is a turn where we're going to see big boy damage out of Golden Frieza, right? So we're going to have everything active except for Super God, Combat, and Resurrection F. Those are pretty uncommon links. Basically, only the Exchange, Blue, Goku, and Vegeta are we really going to be able to get those activated. By the way, look at Frieza's key. Like, the turn starting, he's at 21 key, right? That's because he's getting 5 key and the 100% attack and defense, right? It's just at the start of turn, like, for free. Completely for free. He's giving himself 5 key, and then he gets an extra 2 when he gets hit 5 times, and then when he does 5 super attacks. So you can get a total of 9 key. Remember what I've said a lot of the times. Like, a factor a very important one in how good these LRs are is how easy it is for them to get to that 18 key super attack number. Just for example, I have found it difficult a lot with like LR, Future Gohan, and Trunks, right? You know, once you exchange in a Future Gohan, your key is easy, but you know, the Gohan and Trunks, I've found key to be an issue with them a lot, right? Golden Frieza, for the most part, probably won't have too many issues, especially in the most difficult content where you'll easily be able to get those extra, like, markers. What is our defense right here? It was lowered last turn, right? I think it was. Okay. I definitely want to make sure to get a rotation where we have Frieza, like, with insane levels of defense. Probably something like Rildo, Golden Frieza, and Third Form Frieza. I might try and get that, after this. So, like, I make sure to get the 5 supers with Golden Frieza, and then have them on rotation with Third Form Frieza and Rildo to get all that defense, see what Golden Frieza's defense is. But, I mean, as you guys can see, this guy is good, right? So now we're at 11.7, and keep in mind, it's 11.7, but he has a guaranteed additional super coming in, right? So there's one. Now we have a guaranteed additional, yeah, and have the 7.3 right here. This guy's nuts. He's very, very, very nuts. Okay. Frieza does... Oh, and we got the hidden potential system additional as well. Beautiful. Frieza does have an active skill, the Earthbreaker, which can be an AoE. We can do that starting from 3rd turn if our health is under 50%. So I do want to get that in the video. And I also want to get that rotation where we are, you know, again, Rildo, Third Form Frieza, Golden Frieza, fully built up. Let's go ahead and get that in here. Alright guys, just continuing on, getting a bunch of rotations in here and there. This is actually a pretty nasty turn now that I look at it. I think Frieza needs to do one more super attack to build up his the last defensive buff. Frieza jumps up over 300k with it active though, so definitely keep that in mind. This is a really good turn. Again, we have nearly everything active, so let's go ahead and see what Golden Frieza does right here. I don't think he's been hit 5 times, so... we're looking at a Golden Frieza with a lot of support, but before he's got a lot of his buffs activated, so we do want to keep that in mind. And then next turn, we'll be able to get the really big defensive turn that I wanted to get, right? Where we could see Golden Frieza built up, he did his 5 super attacks, and then we'll be able to get all of the extra defensive ability. I love this LR Golden Frieza. I think they really did a good job. This is a character that's going to be relevant for years to come on a lot of content. People might think he might fade off at the end of events, maybe at 55%. You know, Red Zone, Omega, and Broly could bully this Frieza a little bit, but this is a busted character. Like when I'm talking about anniversary power creep, shit like this Frieza is what we're talking about. This is a 200% unit. And keep in mind, the other thing too, Frieza's not on a 200% leader skill right now. He's not. He's only on 170% is what he's got. So imagine this guy, this devil, imagine him on a 200% leader skill. It's going to get disgusting. This Golden Frieza on a 200% is going to be just utterly insane. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish off this Vegeta right here, and then we'll go into this next turn, and we'll see that big defensive stat that I wanted to see. Golden Frieza, he's built it up now with all of his attacks. He doesn't have his full attack built up, right, because he hasn't been getting hit. But all, you know, I think they completely nailed it with this guy. This Golden Frieza is just, he is a substantially powerful character, right? Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and see what we got right here. So here's Golden Frieza, right? And he gets up to, oh, my bad. He's at 410. Yeah, he's pretty good. 410k defense with 30% damage reduction. Like, this turn right here I mean, he would really be able to eat even like Red Zone Broly's super attack well. It's just getting all this support in like the Red Zone Broly fight is not realistic, but this Golden Frieza is not some mid unit. He's ridiculously busted. That's crazy right there, seeing that. Wow, okay. Let me just get the Earthbreaker here in the video. And then I also want to show how Frieza tanked against Red Zone Broly, and I think we're good to go here. As you guys can see, level 10 Link, Rainbow Golden Frieza is a Disintegrator, a Devastator, just like a ridiculously great unit. Really, really impressive. He has an AoE, which sometimes you can maybe get on turn 3 as active skill. Like, dude, this double digits easily, right? Like, don't play with me. Yeah. Golden Frieza's defense was what? Like, he was like 550k plus with 30% damage reduction? Because remember, Golden Frieza gets 30% on his 18 key super. So it's like he was rocking 500k plus defense right there. Just a busted unit. You know, even with only 30% damage reduction, you have 500k defense, you're not taking damage from even the biggest bosses in the game at that point, right? That's impressive. Earthbreaker. Never mind, he's great. He's great. He's great. I think we're dead if Golden Frieza gets supered. It's just not. Let's see. Okay, that's good. So Golden Frieza, I'll take the damage. Golden Frieza at this point gets 30% defense on his 18 key super attack effect. Okay, and then there's the guaranteed additional. I really wish this super increased his defense. I think he'd be quite a bit better, actually, if he increased defense with that. Triple super is good, because see, that would have been 30% extra defensive buffs if he just got 30% defense from his 12 key. Good damage, but this is... I would imagine we're dead. I don't know that this is ideal right here. Let's see. How much, dude, we died by like 2,000 HP or something like that. 449 is what he takes.